welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Emily. I'm trying to be more consistent with YouTube this year. So this is going to be our February vlog. I'm going to be taking you with me through a realistic workday in the life. I am self-employed. I work as a social media manager for a few different clients, and I'm also a content creator. So I wanted to give you kind of an inside perspective of what someone with this type of job actually does in a day. To be completely transparent, I actually started filming this vlog last week. I had all of this fun stuff work planned, but then both of the elevators in my building broke and I don't have a key to get back in from the fire stairwell. So I was basically trapped in here for several hours, had to cancel all of my filming for clients, and nothing exciting got done. I basically spent the whole day filming brand deals and that was it. But I did film a hair tutorial that day and a really good Aritzia haul from their pre-spring collection. So I don't want those clips to go to the content graveyard because that would just be a waste. So let's rewind and I will show you guys those things now. I'm getting ready for the day and I just finished doing my makeup. It's the exact same look I showed you in my last vlog, but I thought I would show you today how I style my hair. I feel like I get a lot of questions about how I style my hair, and it is genuinely the easiest, most foolproof method ever. I just curl it with a straightener, so I thought I would show you how I do that. And before I go in with my blow dryer, I do put two products in while my hair is wet. The first one is this Pureology leave-in. It's called the Color Fanatic. Love this stuff, and if you have fine hair like me, this doesn't really weigh it down or make it greasy. And then my hairdresser put me on this oil. It's by Davines and it's called the Oi oil, and this is just the best oil I've ever used. I used to use Olaplex. I've tried the Verb Ghost oil. I feel like I've tried everything. This one's my favorite. So that's what I have in my hair right now. I just divide my hair into sections. I always start on the bottom, and if you see me looking in this direction, it's because I'm looking at my mirror because I really don't want to burn myself with my straightener today. The straightener I use is a Chi. This is like 5 years old. My Chi before this, I think I had for 10 years. So these last forever. I just take a small, I'd say like 1.5 inch section. I run it over first because I do have curly hair that gets really frizzy. So I like to run it over first, and then I just flip it and I pull the straightener down and I keep tension in it. See, it just makes a little curl like that. Sometimes I will go over it twice if it doesn't look curled enough. And then I just flip it behind my shoulder. Again, flip the hair, pull with tension. And the reason I like to curl my hair with a straightener is I just find it lasts way longer than a curling iron. So I know straighteners aren't the best thing to use on your hair, but I feel like styling my hair once and then leaving it is better than styling it every single day with a curling iron. Bottom is done. I just clip up the top bit of my hair, just like basically the crown pieces, because I do like to curl the very top with a curling iron sometimes, because sometimes I find the straightener curls it a bit too much, and I don't really like that on the top. So the bottom parts of my hair are done. I now just want to curl these top pieces. I also like to keep my hair clipped up high on my head because I do feel like it helps with volume. If you have fine, flat hair, you know the struggle. So anything I can do that helps me get volume, I will do. I typically will start in the back, give it a good brush. And I do pretty big pieces because, like I said, I don't like it too curly on the top. And I just hold my curling iron upside down. Sometimes I put the clamp down, sometimes I don't. It really just depends how I feel that day, but I always hold my curl in my hand and let it cool off, because I really feel like it just helps it last a bit longer. And then I only curl my front pieces like the tiniest bit, really just at the bottom. And I don't usually hold these ones, I just let them fall. See? So fast. This is obviously oh my God. I don't know if you can hear that, but there are crazy noises coming from outside right now. Anyway, just do the other side. The back of my hair is none of my business. And this is the finished hair. I swear to you, this took 5 minutes. And this will usually last me until I wash my hair again, which is typically every 3 days because my hair gets hella greasy. That's just the way it is. All I do to seal it off is spray it. This is my tried and true TRESemmé Extra Hold Hairspray. This is like a level 4. I don't spray on the top of my head because I feel like that makes it more greasy. I just spray on the bottom and scrunch it. I don't use texturizing spray anymore. I feel like when I would use it, it would make my hair feel kind of like matted and tangly, which I don't like the feeling of. So this is literally all I use. And it's the best hairspray ever. I was very bad and I placed 2 very large orders online. I did return some stuff yesterday because I only want to keep the pieces I absolutely love. So I'm going to show you what I decided to keep because I think I got some really good stuff. So let's start. First piece I got is this gorgeous high neck blouse. It also has this pocket detail on the front. It's almost like this eggshell color. I thought this was so classy. I'm also now at an age where the thought of my stomach showing in a top it sends shivers down my spine. So I thought this would be a perfect like going out for dinner top in the spring. Next I got one of the spaghetti strap contour bodysuits in that famous cornflower blue color. I think with a tan this will be so cute in the summer, and I just like how dainty the little straps are. This purchase I actually wasn't sure if I was going to keep, but I've decided I really like it. I also got this on sale. It's this really cute tangerine midi dress. It goes decently long, and then it kind of has this smocked material in the front, little spaghetti straps, and this ruffle. Just thought this was so cute, and I am very much a long dress girl in the summer. I don't really like wearing shorts. I also not really a skirt person, so dresses are what I live in. And if I am going to wear a skirt, I want it to be long. So when I saw this one, I was like, that has me written all over it. It has drawstring waist, this really pretty tiered material. I believe this is linen as well. I could be wrong and it could be cotton. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is linen, but this is by their Wilfred brand. Again, it's kind of that eggshell stone color. And I just know I'll wear this all the time, like with little tank top. So cute. These pieces are just basics. I know it's not super exciting, but I feel like it's important to refresh your basics in your wardrobe so you actually have things to wear, which I'm not the best at. So I got this contour strapless top in white. I thought with a pair of jean shorts or a long maxi skirt, this would be super versatile. And then I got another contour piece similar to the bodysuit, but this is just the tank version. This is actually their short tank, and I find it hits right below my belly button, which is as short as I can go. Again, I know I'll wear this all the time. This piece is one of my favorites from the haul. It's a cardigan, but it has short sleeves. I know this kind of gives granny vibes, but it actually looks really nice on, and I feel like I struggle to dress in the spring when I'm layering. I think that this could be a solution to that problem. I did get one more dress. I was also on the fence about this one, but something in me said keep it. So I did, and it has that similar smock vibe to the other dress. This is a navy color. It has cap sleeves, like little puff sleeves, and this is also quite long. It has like a tiered skirt at the bottom, and I just thought this was really elegant. And that is the vibe I'm going for this summer. I just want to look elegant, effortless, and put together. And then one last piece in this haul. I am obsessed with navy right now. I recently discovered that navy looks quite good with my skin tone and my hair color. So now I'm just buying a bunch of pieces in navy because once I find something I like, I just go crazy with it. I'm sure you've all seen this top before. It's like this satiny, silky material, has a little ruffle, and then it ties in the front. The name of this one is a Tonka top, also by Wilfred. This gorgeous like night blue navy. And I just know this will be a go-to for going out for dinners and lunches once it's a bit warmer out. So now that we're all caught up from last week, I want to go over what I have on the agenda for today. I actually just got off my call with both of my managers. I recently signed with a talent agency. We started working together in January. We did our trial, and now I am officially signed as a creator with their team, and it has been the best thing ever. I worked with an agency last year and I really didn't have a great experience. So this time around, I was super picky. I knew what to look for, what to kind of stay away from, and signing with them has made my life so much easier. I just did my bi-weekly call with them. We touch base every 2 weeks where we go over partnerships. They tell me who they've pitched me to. We talk about brands I want to work with, just all that stuff. They basically handle all of my partnerships, all my negotiations, contracts, redlining. They do the invoicing, and I just create the content. So if you're a creator and you're starting to feel really overwhelmed with your workload, I think around the 50K mark, if you're open to it, is a good time to start looking for an agency. So now that that call is checked off for the day, I have a few things that I just need to send over to my manager, so I'm going to get that done. After that, I have my second call, which is with one of my clients. We have our monthly marketing KPI meeting where we track all of our KPIs and insights. We report those. I still need to fill that out, so I will also be doing that once I get onto my computer. And then I'm going to be going to film for a client. I typically film for my clients once a month. I batch film content, and that typically is able to last me for the entire month. So I will be doing that this afternoon. I also posted a question box on my Instagram for you to ask me questions about anything career related in terms of content creation, rates, freelancing, how to get clients, all of that fun and exciting stuff. So once I get home from filming for my client, I am planning to answer all of those because I feel like we've got some really good questions already. So I'm excited to talk more work-related stuff with you. Taking a small break from admin work because I wanted to show you my monthly perfume tray. If you watch my videos, you know I'm obsessed with perfume. I'm always trying different ones, but I didn't feel like I had a nice way to display them. So let me show you what it's looking like. I got this tray off of Amazon. It was a bit more pricey than I wanted it to be. I believe this was around $100, but it does feel like it's very good quality marble. And don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's almost like this deep purple burgundy marbling. I think it's beautiful. So this is my perfume tray of the month. I have some of my all-time favorites and then some seasonal faves I really like. Whenever the weather starts to warm up, I absolutely love Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. I have been wearing this since I was in high school, so this is like an OG fave. Another everyday scent I love is the Lake and Sky 1111. This is the perfect like gym or running errands fragrance, and this is my newest purchase. I actually got this for almost 50% off, so that's why I pulled the trigger on it, but this is Meliora by Parfum de Marly, and this is definitely more of a summer scent, but I have been reaching for this so much lately. My mom wears this, and I think it just makes me think of her, and I find it very comforting. It almost smells like fruity kids shampoo if it were really expensive, so love this. I'll quickly go over the other ones I have on my tray. I have my other Parfum de Marly's. This is Cassili. I only really wear this in the summer, but I thought, why not bring it out because the weather's getting warmer. Delina Exclusive, which is my favorite for date nights, special occasions. Of course, we have Baccarat. I know this gets hate, but Baccarat's one of my faves. This I got as a Christmas gift. I talked about it in my last video. It's Celine Black Tie. So gorgeous. It's like this velvety, creamy, really understated vanilla. And the last one on my tray for this month is Très Cher by Mise en Cire. This has been one of my faves for months. I've made a decent dent in it considering how big the bottle is. And this is just the perfect, airy, super light, everyday vanilla. This is my go-to for layering. You can really layer this with anything, which is why I love it, because it's so versatile.
Another one, it's got a different format, and I click on views rather than read, and down the bottom it's still got profile activity because it's mentioned like that. So have a look. It's like in the professional dashboard on Instagram.
Quick outfit check before I go and film for my client. I just got off my call with my KPI meeting. I had to drop off early though because my filming's at 1:30 and it's like 1:10 right now. So jacket's Aritzia, sweater is Revolve. I'll link everything as well. These jeans are Denim Forum, and then I'm wearing my blue Gazelles because it feels like spring today. And then bag is Aritzia. This bag just gives like chic 90s vibes and it fits so much stuff. I actually have my tripod stuffed in here and it fits perfect. So let's go. Walked in the door. It's quite a bit later now. What time is it? 4:15 p.m. I just got back from filming for my client. My filming went well. I always love filming when it's nice out, and today was just perfect lighting, so very happy about that. My AirPods actually decided to just die on me. A few days ago, I thought maybe I could fix them. I was doing all this stuff, looking online. I brought them to the Apple store and they basically just said, your AirPods are 4 years old, 5. It's time to get a new set. So I picked these up on the way home. These are, what version? AirPods Pro 2nd generation. I thought they sold all the generations. Apparently you can only get the new set with the soft buds unless you want to get the hard bud ones. And I don't like that. $329. So took a photo of my receipt because that will be a business expense. Since I've been out for most of the afternoon, I have a bunch of emails to respond to, a bunch of admin to do. So I'm going to do that now. I also have a brand deal going live tomorrow and the next day. So I'm also going to take some time, just like late afternoon before I have dinner, to get those set up, get my captions done, make sure I have everything ready. That way tomorrow and Friday, I'm good to just go live. I'm just going to do computer work now for the rest of the day until I wrap up with work. I think something that a lot of people don't realize is working for yourself, being a content creator, social media manager, whatever it is so much computer work. Of course, there's the filming and the actual content creation that goes into it, but so much of what I do is just responding to emails, going back and forth with my managers, going back and forth with my clients. It's 5 p.m. now. I've wrapped up most of my admin for the day. Also, if you can hear her chewing, I'm sorry. We're just gonna go with it because I got a bunch of responses about career questions and I wanna answer the most asked ones, and I need to work while the daylight is still out. One of the most commonly asked questions I got is, how did you go about finding your clients? So all of my clients I have either found through referral, like word of mouth referrals, or they have found me on social media. My very first longest standing client found me because I made a video on TikTok about how I got laid off. I lost my job. She saw that I was already doing social media for myself and she took a chance on me and hired me to do her social media, and I will now have been working for her for almost 3 years in August. So they're my longest standing client. So if you are just getting started, you don't really have connections, my biggest tip of advice, tell every single person you know in your personal life, tell people you meet at social events, seriously tell everyone, because all it takes is one connection to land you a job. Another question I got a lot is, how do you get started on TikTok? So I think starting on TikTok is the same as starting on any social media platform. You just have to start. It's like that quote that says, start scared, start messy, start unprepared, just start. I think a lot of people hold back and they don't want to start posting until they have the perfect idea, the perfect setup, the perfect brand. If you are waiting for that, you're never going to start. So if you have an idea or you have this urge to post content, just pick up your phone and start filming and see what happens. The sound effects from my cats are actually crazy. My oldest cat is drinking her water. Her margarita glass that she drinks out of is right beside my camera. We'll wait for her to finish till we answer the next question. So this person asked, did you always know you wanted to work in social media and as a freelancer? Yes and no. When I was 12 years old, fun fact, I had a YouTube channel. I always loved editing videos. I loved filming videos. I was always like a very creative, expressive child. So making YouTube vlogs was something I loved, which is why I had a YouTube channel. As I got older, I don't know, you kind of get conditioned to what they tell you in school. Like, you have to go to university, you have to get a 9-to-5 job. So I went into university thinking I wanted to become an accountant. I left university having no clue what I wanted to do, which led me to do a post-grad. And I always worked very corporate jobs. I worked for the government, I worked for a huge insurance company on their tech team, I worked for a bank, like very serious corporate jobs. And I didn't really like any of them. I always had this feeling of like, I know this is not what I meant to do. I never felt like these corporate roles came naturally to me either. It just didn't feel like a fit, and I felt like I was forcing something to work that I knew deep down didn't work. So when I got laid off from my corporate job, I really started taking TikTok more seriously. I got a pretty big severance because there was a whole drama at that company, which is, again, a whole other story for another time. But because I had this pretty big payout, I kind of had a bit of a cushion. So I basically had 4 months just to try this TikTok thing out, try this freelancing thing out, see if it worked. I fell in love with it. I definitely can't say I fell in love with it and never looked back, because I did end up working 2 other corporate jobs before I went fully freelance. So to answer your question, I didn't always know this is what I was going to do, but now that I'm doing it, I feel like it is what I was destined to do, which sounds so corny, but that's how I feel about it. Oh, I like this question. This person asked, how did you create your portfolio to show brands when you first got started in freelancing? So when I first started, I used a lot of the content I just created for fun on TikTok and put that in my portfolio. I made a portfolio on Canva. I'm pretty sure it was free, super easy to do, and I basically have a little bio about who I am, the services I've offered, the clients I've worked with. Let's say you haven't worked with any clients. You don't have to say if you've worked with clients or not. Just put examples of work. If you're doing video content creation, put video examples. If you want to get more into photography, put photo examples. The work in your portfolio doesn't have to be paid work. Person asked, tips on finding the balance between being in the moment and getting great content. This is something that I used to struggle with a lot. I definitely still struggle with it, and I'd say probably every content creator does. You just have to decide and make boundaries with when you're going to film and when you are going to be unplugged. When I first started doing this, I wanted to film everything. Every moment I experienced, I wanted captured so I could make content, and it was just kind of this unhealthy obsession. As this has actually become a career and a job for me, I treat it way more like a job. So I have days where I know I'm going to be filming, I plan around it, and then I have days where I don't even look at my phone, I don't go on social media. I also don't really make a lot of content when I travel and go on vacation. I think it's important to have time to disconnect, just like how a normal person would disconnect from a 9 to 5. As a content creator and a social media manager, you also need that time to disconnect, because work will always be there. Like every time I'm scrolling on social media, I'm thinking of content ideas, I'm saving inspo, like it's no longer a relaxing thing. So I think you have to be very conscious of when you choose to film and when you don't. So those are all the questions I'm going to answer for today's vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a lot of just showing me on my computer, but that is basically what I do all day unless I'm with a client or filming a brand deal. So if you have any more questions about career stuff, leave them in the comments or feel free to DM me on Instagram. And I will see you guys in the next vlog.